Yo, what's up? And you tuned into another edition of Moving Forward with Dave. I'm your host, Dave. I tell you that every time. And I guess you're still tuning in if you know that. Anyway, today's little episode, we're going to talk a little bit about Elon Musk and what's going on over at Twitter. It's absolutely, probably one of the best days to watch the craziest meltdown of the most idiotic people in the world. Now, we're going to get into this. And I laughed so hard today, it was ridiculous. So, stick around. So, as you know, Elon Musk has bought 10% of Twitter's stock. And, a lot of hardcore left cultists are freaking out over this because he is a big, avid free speech advocate. And the people over at Twitter don't really want that kind of stuff because that kind of stuff is frowned upon. They control the narrative, the voice, everything. If you've been on Twitter for any amount of time and, you've surfed around, I've been on Twitter for many, many years. And you know what's going on. It's a much different Twitter than it was, 6 years ago, 7 years ago. It has been the biggest censor fest of all time. Stories like the Hunter Biden laptop, this is the company that took down the New York Post investigation off of their Twitter, shut them down. They shut down everything that, they don't like left or right, that doesn't fit their narrative. So Elon Musk, buying that big of a percentage of Twitter is a huge deal to them. It basically says, he's pretty much the largest shareholder there is in Twitter right now. I think he's actually is the largest shareholder. It might be Vanguard, might be right there with him, but the investment company. But either way, the man controls a lot more than you think. When you buy that much stock in a company, you have that much influence in the company. Let me be straight by what I'm saying. Now, you're saying, if I buy a bunch of stock in a company, 10% of a company. Now, the company's making money. Now, if I go to sell my stock, the company's stock is going to go, whew, so all the shareholders and everybody else starts losing money. That's how much control and push you have with the companies. Like, I just a little off topic right here. This is another thing that I was talking about with somebody else about Disney and Coca-Cola and all these other big woke companies. It's really not the CEOs that are doing this or pushing this on. Maybe some of them are willingly, going with it. But this is the largest. Look at who the largest shareholder of that stock is, and that's the person who's doing it. Guaranteed. That's who's behind it all. The largest shareholder of that particular stock influences the way it works, what the message of that stock, what anything it's the be all end all. It really is. It can make or break. So they Elon Musk buys all of this stock. So Twitter's freaking out, and they get together and they figure out this plan. They go, we have to invite him onto the board of not investors, directors, the board of directors. Make him think he has to say what's going on. Now, he's a smart man, and he realized that you can only own 14.5% of the stock if you are on the board of directors. So this limits your ability and what you can do because you're on the board of directors. So it's an ethics thing. It's a whole bunch of other things behind it as well. So he denies them. Then he comes out right and offers him $41 billion first, which is probably more. I think it was like $9 a share more with his final offer of $52 billion. $9 more per share than it is right now. Goldman and Sachs has already rated Twitter as an investment, nothing more. So there's a couple of shareholders, just some pretty big shareholders of Twitter right now that are like, they're not as big as Elon Musk, but they're big, and it's really concerning where they come from. Now, before you call me a xenophobe or anything like that, you just have to understand why Saudi Arabia has so much against this about Elon Musk controlling Twitter or even buying Twitter. Twitter is the de facto public square. This is where pretty much he said it himself, Elon Musk, it really is the de facto public square. This is where everybody comes to talk, to meet, whatever, ideas and whatever. And when it's one-sided all the time, it becomes more of an echo chamber, and ideas get squashed, and creativity and humanity in general doesn't really get served well by this. So how do we control the narrative? We can't have Elon Musk, free speech guy, He's not even a conservative by any means. He's more of a libertarian. I think he's a self-acclaimed libertarian. I'm not exactly sure. I might be wrong on that. So you're just gonna have to go look that up yourself. I'm gonna actually look that up myself too. But he's not a conservative or by any stretch of the means, and he's definitely not a crazy leftist, cultist, liberal, all the way far left. That these people are just woke. He's totally against anything that's woke. He feels like that is the fall of civilization, and I agree with him 100% that it is a shield for you to be mean, careless, discriminatory, among other things like that. It's just really a license on a shield in front of you for just to be everything that you say the other person is, or whatever. A hate-filled fucking asshole. That's pretty much all it is. But so he offers this, quite a large sum of money to this. Now you're going to understand now, the shareholders should have a say in this, because the board of directors, they work for the shareholders, and their job is to do one thing and one thing only, and that's to make money. And this deal would make them money. This is where the money is. So you have to watch how this thing is being blocked, because they're going to do anything in their power they can to stop Elon Musk from, owning Twitter. Are you kidding me? That's like their sacred cow. Like Twitter, are you kidding me? Oh, dude, they will absolutely. You have people on Twitter today, which is the most ridiculous. I'm going to put some of these tweets up. So you guys got to read these tweets. Their life is in danger. They're literally shaking. This is like close to fucking Nazi Germany, crazy. You know how they always go right there, and you know how it is. It is. Some of these people were absolutely crazy. Free speech. There's no such thing as free speech. We have to control speech. That's the only way to do it in the democratic way. Dude, I have never seen a bunch of people freak out so much over somebody that just wants to hear your opinion. It is unbelievable. They freak out over other people's opinion, completely lose their shit, go completely madman, like over the top. Holy smoke. With this crap. And you're just sitting back and going, holy shit, like, is this guy for real? He's like, I feel like I'm going to die. I have to go to the ER. Elon Musk is trying to buy Twitter. Yo, relax. What your parents did to you, miss or sir, and put you out in the world like that, they should be ashamed of their goddamn selves. They should be goddamn ashamed of themselves. To be able to not prepare you for the world in a way that you're literally shaking because a billionaire is buying a social media company. But you have no problem with the second biggest billionaire on the planet owning the Washington Post, which is just, one of the most largest papers in the world, most influential and largest papers in the world. But you have no problem with that. News, journalist. The guy owns the Washington Post. You have no problem with that, but you're freaking out about Twitter, boy. You people are the biggest fucking clowns on the planet Earth. Like, literal fucking clowns. Like, big nose on your face, bozo, big, giant, freaking shoes, walking around, diarrhea in the mouth, retarded. Like, I just can't believe some of these damn people. I hope Elon Musk can actually pull this off and bring some sensibility back to Twitter, bring some dialogue, bring some discourse back to Twitter. I used to love it when, we were able to, have these, friendly arguments and, maybe not even get to an answer, but it wasn't like, all right, you're banned, and that's hate speech, and that's misinformation. Everything is so painted with this broad brush of misinformation. What's that? Oh, it's anything that I didn't tell you what was true. Hate speech. Oh, what's that? That's just, you make me feel a certain way, so I'm going to do... Like, dude, this is crazy. You people have adopted this, and it's nuts. And now we're at the point of people physically feeling physically threatened by a billionaire buying a social media company. These same people are screaming, oh my God, if he buys this, I'm going to leave Twitter. You're the same motherfuckers that said they were going to move to Canada when Trump won the election. Where the fuck are you now? You're running right here. You ain't going nowhere. You're going to log in tomorrow just like any of them scumbags. You ain't going fucking nowhere. I can guarantee you. I will turn on Twitter tomorrow and your ass will be posting about some bullshit tomorrow too. Garbage. I can guarantee it. Well, like I said, that's right. You'll be on tomorrow posting just like the rest of everybody else. And I'll be reading it, laughing like hell. So, I don't understand why Elon Musk, getting, this Twitter and trying to like get more ideas on is a huge problem. The only thing I can see is that it proves the point that everybody's been trying to make on the conservative side, that they've been biased and in a certain way, controlling a narrative in a certain way and painting a certain picture. They're just crushing ideas, crushing, any dissenting voice. And it just goes to prove right now, like when you watch this whole thing play out, like what do they have? Like they have everything to gain by a billionaire, the richest man in the world buying your company. Everything. It's about power. Yeah, we got to keep our eye on that situation and look closely into seeing what's blocking it, what's, stopping it, the reasons behind it, and then we can make our own determination right there, what's right and wrong. But anyway, thank you for tuning in to another edition of Moving Forward with Dave. If you like what's going on here, please like, subscribe, comment, make a suggestion for a show. Maybe I'll talk about it. If you want to come on the show and talk with me, that would be even better. Come on the show, talk with us. It'll be great. As always, take care of your family, take care of your loved ones. God bless you. God bless all the freedom-loving people in this world that don't want none part of this bullshit. Just want to do their thing, get through this thing, the best way they can, be a good person, and moving on, God bless those people, And once again, thank you for tuning in. Peace out.